Okay, let's surgically dissect cancer. So, cancer's most likable trait is loyalty. Cancerians are not easy to understand on the surface. You appear gentle, kind, and nice, and empathetic in every way. Then someone may ask for advice or something else, and you snap into a different emotional state and become angry or snappish. You wallow in self-pity and complain endlessly about how mistreated you are by the world. It may also be the mistreatments of other people that you point out too. Then you wake up to the next day and you're a completely different person that will help anyone who asks you to. You are a sign of contradictions, but hey, so is the world, right? Maybe you are the reflection of the world's contradictions. You want security and adventure. Your soul proceeds in caution, but you initiate courage and can push over obstacles. Cancer is ruled by the moon, and water is your element. And the moon controls the tides, so think of your emotions as the tides that are always changing. And this is why you can be a different person every day of the week until you learn to not let your emotions control your actions. You also keep your feelings inside and are extremely sensitive. Balance is something that you must learn to find. Oh, complex, fragile, unpredictable, temperamental. Cancerians need constant support and encouragement. You want to be loved and approved of, but resent needing approval so badly. You will even reject love because you're afraid of letting people in. You need to recognize the hidden anger you carry within you, so that you do not allow this to corrode the relationships that give you the emotional support you seek. When you care for someone, there is no one who can talk you out of it. You have a blind spot when it comes to seeing a failing in those that you do love. You really want someone who can crack that shell of yours so that you are not so enclosed emotionally, and psychologically it keeps you fearful. You have a difficult time trusting. You may not trust anything, even yourself. Not trusting people causes you to fall into a depression, and that will lead to anger. You must stop viewing the world as a dog-eat-dog world. And the beginning of you being able to trust other people is to trust yourself. Start trusting your instincts. Oddly, from all of this, you are the nurturer, like the mother of the world. You do not like seeing people suffer, and will step in to prevent people from suffering and take on their pain. You have a great sense of caring for people, and I think that part that turns you off sometimes is that you do not see the same from other people. Like, you're doing all this caring, but you're not seeing other people do it for you. But I do need to mention one thing about caring and letting people suffer. I'm kind of the same way. I don't like to see people suffer either. I'm not a Cancer though. I'm a Virgo. But this may be hard to say, and I don't know if people would per se like it. But I'm more into giving guidance nowadays because I realize that people do have to go through that suffering because that's what makes them stronger. It's like helping a caterpillar escape from the cocoon. If you do that, then you're going to end up killing that caterpillar because it's not going to be strong enough to survive. It's kind of like the same thing with helping a bird crack open the egg. You got to let it do it on its own. It's hard, yes, but guidance and being there for people will sometimes mean more than to see them go through that suffering. To see them go through that suffering so that they can accomplish that and become that stronger person. You pour your heart out, but no one pours it into you. And I think that can be reversed the more that you start trusting yourself. The more you start trusting yourself, the more other people will put into you. If offended, you do not strike directly. Instead, your method of retaliation is to sulk, and it is often very effective. Because I know that it doesn't work too well with me. You are often crusty, gruff, and grumpy on the outside, possess a proverbial heart of gold on the inside. Beneath that rough exterior is a softy. Aww. You should not be judged by what you say, but what you do. You are possessive, so anyone who becomes a part of your life will never again be entirely free. Ha ha ha. When people leave your life, you feel lost. You are devoted to family and home and continue to believe in the old-fashioned idea that marriage is forever, even if the events of your own life contradict this. It is hard to deceive you, for you can spot the tiniest deceptive behavior. You have great intuition and probably have a photographic memory. You also do not take direct approaches, for you will move to one side and step to the other side when you're moving in life. You don't take the direct route. But somehow out of all that odd madness, somehow, some way, you end up going where you need to go. Your enormous sensitivity can be a great source of your strength once you have overcome your shyness and touchiness and master your turbulent emotions. Your intellect and imagination enable you to become a success in almost anything you undertake. You have the ability to dig into your own inner life and turn creativity into practical ideas. You can be shrewd and canny in business, cautious, conservative in your approach. You possess an antenna that quickly gauges public taste and opinion and senses new trends in the making. You're also on the mark judge of people. You are artistic and creative and have formidable intellectual talents. You are a money sign, and success is what you create. You also have the ability to attract wealth. It's like a magnet. Cancer people hold on to money as tenaciously as they do everything else that belongs to them. Money is security, and you always want to feel secure. Spending money to you means that the less secure that you are. It is very easy to fall in love with this loyal, devoted, affectionate, and protective moonchild. So, that wraps up this part of Cancer. I will be doing more on Cancer. There's probably going to be about 3 more videos of Cancer, so if you're a Cancer, stay tuned to those. Or if you just need to get to know Cancer, that way you can understand them, because they can be a difficult sign to understand. But other than that, I know a lot of people have left me some comments. I am going to be answering those sometime today, hopefully here in a couple of hours. I've just been real busy with school and preparing content and things of that nature, paying attention to my wife and all that stuff. So, but here in a few hours, I will be hopping back on here to take care of those comments, because I do appreciate those, and I always want to stay up to date with answering those. So I apologize if I haven't been able to get to those comments quite yet. Other than that, I hope everybody's doing well with the current situation at hand with the coronavirus and everything like that. I hope everybody's taking their precautions, and if anybody ever needs to talk about that, I know I've posted some videos about that, especially medications and everything like that. Just hit me up. I will do my best to lead you to the right sources. I talked about a good drink. That works too. But anyways, I hope everybody's having a good one, and peace out.